Is UFC featherweight contender Diego Lopes dating Sydney Sweeney? Exploring viral rumor, is the UFC featherweight contender Diego Lopes dating famous actress Sydney Sweeney? Find out the truth behind the viral Twitter X post. UFC's featherweight division is among the most stacked and exciting weight classes. Many stars in the division, including Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, and many more, have played vital roles in the UFC's evolution. Some names are the future of UFC's featherweight division names, like UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez, and more. Diego Lopes is the newest featherweight and has a bright future in the division and the company. He has already managed to make a name for himself, and in a matter of time, fight enthusiasts will see Diego fighting for the championship crown. There are some rumors on X that Diego Lopes is reportedly dating famous actress Sydney Sweeney. An X user by username Dovi tweeted, "Diego Lopes and Sydney Sweeney are reportedly dating, per UFC broadcast." Some will now wonder if this report is accurate or not. Are Diego Lopes and Sydney Sweeney dating? The answer to this question is no. The handle has jokingly posted a fake report of Diego Lopes dating Sydney Sweeney. This is not the first time the Twitter handle has linked Sydney Sweeney with some famous UFC fighter. He has also linked former UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira with Sweeney in the past to tickle fans. Diego Lopes reveals UFC offered him money without fighting at UFC 303 after Brian Ortega pulled out. Recently, Diego Lopes faced Dan Ige on 4 hours short notice at UFC 303 pay-per-view. The matchup is itself a historic bout, and is a perfect example of why Diego Lopes belongs at the top of the division. Diego Lopes fought an absolute banger war against Dan Ige, and at the end of the bout, fans were on their feet and thanked bout gutsy gladiators for taking such short notice bout. The UFC 303 was a bumpy road for Diego Lopes. His match was added on short notice with number 3 ranked UFC featherweight fighter Brian Ortega. Hours before weigh-ins, Diego Lopes and his team were informed that Brian Ortega was unable to make weight and wanted to fight at 155. Diego and his team agreed to fight in the 155 division, but shockingly Brian Ortega pulled himself out of the fight due to sickness. UFC offered Lopes not to fight if wants to take his purse without a fight, but Lopes showcased the heart of a fighter and agreed to lock horns with anyone on short notice for 4 hours. Dan Ige was the guy who received it, and now their fight is in the history book. Diego Lopes tweeted and revealed all the madness he went through in the build of his co-main event UFC 303 fight. Lopes revealed, "I'll just summarize the madness that it all was. I accept the fight with 2 weeks to fight with number 3. Change of category, 145,000, 155, 165 Ls. 3 hours before the event, they changed my opponent, someone who had a 3-month camp without cutting weight." He continued, "UFC gave us the option to not accept. I could have gotten paid without fighting. I could have said no to the fight. I was weighing 161 Lopes. But like I said, anyone, anytime, anywhere. In whatever weight.